around me and some of the other children in church, what will we do? Some of you may have said we would chase them or burst them. Also, take note of other ways bubbles burst. Most bubbles burst straight away. Some take a while to burst, and others are burst by an object or someone. Hey, let me tell you a secret. I love to chase and burst bubbles too, but I'm speaking today, and I have to get my points across. So catch me later, and we could have a fun time bursting bubbles. Now let's get back to God's business. The difference in the bubble that was broken by an object is that a determined attempt was made. That's right, it was a choice. Church, the choice to change things that make God happy and identifies us as His obedient children is ours to make. One example from God's Word would be Samson. Samson found himself disobedient to God's Word. He chased happiness in who he wanted to be and what he wanted for himself. And this separated him from God. He told his secret to a woman who was not a child of God, and she cut his hair, which caused him to lose his strength. Once that happened, he was unable to protect his people. Samson discovered that the things he chased were like bubbles. None of them kept him happy for long, and eventually burst. Then he found his identity was in question. This brings me to the title of my message, God's Will for His People. Point 1. So what is identity? After looking at the definition, I sum it up as the characteristics one is known for or who you are. So you may be known as a kind and gentle or a bully and mean-spirited. What does God want us to be known for? What is God's plan for us? Point 1. Looking at the life of Samson again, from birth he was instructed to take care of his body. God's instructions was to him, 1, he should not drink any wine or strong drink. 2, One, he should not drink any wine or strong drink. 2, eat any unclean foods. Samson's parents led by example, and Samson was to follow. But Samson did not want that. He wanted what he wanted, and that was to be like the others. What we eat or drink, what we do identifies us as individuals who practice good health principles. 3 John 1 verse 2 says, Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. Our bodies are Our bodies are created by God for His purpose. We take care of it by what we put in it, all of which should glorify Him. Point 2. When we do what God says and are obedient to His words, we are special. peculiar people. Ephesians 6 verse 1 says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." Our goal is to train our body to be in good health. You can find the instruction to what we can eat in the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, point 3. Chapter 11. Point 3. To be identified as a child of God, we must also be attentive. But what does the word attentive mean? It simply means we must pay attention. Proverbs 5 verse 1 says, "Now my son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding." Can you think of some things that could pull your attention from God's word? Let's get into groups of 2 and come up with a list of things that you could think that you think could distract you from God's word. You have 2 minutes to pray, and you have 2 minutes to think of things that could distract you from God's word. After you come up with your list, then also in that group, we could have a season of prayer.
So this is our time to get in groups of 2 to pray. Find someone to pray with about things that take your attention, and then pray on those things.